All right, so second little part was, you know, they have breakout sessions, kind of splitting the groups into different sessions. And so my group, which is group E, our second breakout session was the Revolution panel. So members of the Revolution came on to the soundstage. We stayed in the soundstage, and a host from the Current, the local radio station out here, did a panel with the Revolution, asking, you know, different questions. It's funny though, like, as I'm thinking back on it today, I kind of forgot about the Revolution panel. The one that was not craziest, but the most interesting to me was actually called Iconography, and it was about Prince's photographers, and it was 3 of his photographers that filmed him over filmed him over the years. That one was a little bit more interesting to me than the Revolution one. I'm having a hard time remembering anything that they said. I think that's kind of bad. And I think it may be because I've heard from them in many different respects. I can't even really remember questions that were asked. I remember at the end they were asked, you know, what's something that we don't know about Prince, or something that he did that, you know, just isn't out there already. And Wendy and Lisa talked about them rehearsing Purple Rain at, you know, some warehouse in North Minnesota, or yeah, North Minneapolis. And they said there was this lady outside riding a bike. I don't know, they think that she might have had some mental issues, but she was riding her bike outside the warehouse the whole time, and like it was raining and stuff, and she was just out there for hours riding a bike. And as they were playing music, they would come out and take breaks and see her still out there riding her bike. Looking for a beauty supply store. But as they, you know, got into the music, and as they were rehearsing and, you know, funking it up, basically, like, the lady started getting more and more interested in what they were doing, but she was just outside listening. And so I guess Prince came out there and realized that she was outside, you know, listening to the music, and he basically told her, you know, why don't you come in, and we'll play for you. And so they let the lady in, and they said he sat her front and center in the front row, just her. She was the only person in there, and they pretty much just performed for that one lady. So I thought that was a cool story. But, you know, the Revolution have been talking and doing interviews, so it's not really, again, I can't really remember anything that they said specifically besides that little story. I thought that was cool. Wendy, as she tends to talk a lot and talk over people, pretty much said that it's time for, kind of like it's time for us to learn how to continue to live without Prince, if that makes sense. The phrasing that she used was that it's time for us to land. Like, we've just kind of been on this trajectory and not really knowing and understanding, but it's time for us to grieve and land, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not explaining it that well. I understood it when she said it, but yeah, we gotta heal, I guess. And that doesn't mean forgetting or moving on and ignoring Prince in any way, but, you know, land. I'm sorry, like, I really can't remember anything else from the Revolution panel, so I'm just gonna stop this video and then go on to the next thing, which for us was our break. And I actually can do this in this one video. I don't know where I'm going at this point. I could do this in this video because I have a separate video of the fence. So during my breakout session, which was breakout lunch / buy items if you want, or go out to the fence, because they weren't allowing us to put our items on the fence before our session started. So I went out there to the fence. I painted a picture to put on the fence, but I painted a picture to put on the fence. I didn't place it on the fence yesterday, but I took video and I took pictures from it yesterday. The reason why I didn't place it on the fence is because the commemorative fence is not actually being taken down to the end of the month. If I put the picture up there and it happens to rain, it's gonna get messed up. So I had to take it back to the hotel, and I'm gonna cover it in vinyl and then like hang it today. But I do have a video of the fence, and I have a video or pictures of the picture that I painted. So I'm going to insert that under this video, so there's no need for me to really talk about it. The commemorative fence is just people putting up whatever their dedications are to Prince. So the next little video is going to be about the iconography.